Well, season's greetings to everyone. It's the Yuletide season. Christmas is nearly here. I know this Yuletide season has lots of different traditions, doesn't it? One of the traditions are obviously that Christmas lunch or Christmas dinner, whenever you do have it on the day. And I've asked some of my YouTube friends to tell me what their must-have vegetable is for their Christmas lunch, what they usually grow each year and what's essential on the Christmas plate. But first of all, I want to show you what my essential veg is for Christmas. I'm sure you've realised by now, it is Brussels sprouts. I absolutely love Brussels sprouts. Never used to like them as a kid. I don't think any kids do they? But I absolutely love them now. Two different varieties here. Started these off in the springtime. They do take a long time in the ground, but you know what? Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without Brussels sprouts, would it? So anyway, I'll hand you over to some of my YouTube friends and they're going to tell you what their must-have veg for the Christmas table is.
Now, one of our family's Christmas dinner staple, and I'm sure it comes as no surprise, because it's probably one of yours too, is the humble spud. Now, I've not planted any special Christmas potatoes at the end of summer to be harvested for our Christmas dinner, but instead I have these main crop varieties that I've grown in buckets. Because these are going to be harvested fresh from the soil, this also makes the cooking preparation really easy. As the skins are staying on, a quick wash is all that's needed. Then into a roasting tray with olive oil, sea salt, pepper and a couple of garlic cloves. And into the oven it will go. So here we go. No peeling, no double cooking, no fluffing and no saturated fats needed. Just tasty and organic homegrown potatoes. Happy Christmas!
So hello to you all. Will has asked me what I'm going to be harvesting for my Christmas dinner from my allotment. So this bed in front of me may look like a complete mess, but underneath here hopefully are some parsnips which I can harvest for my Christmas dinner. So let's have a look and see if we've got any first of all. I'll just give it so I can see the top of this one. Push it down. So if they're all like that, I will be completely happy. So I think my parsnips are okay, and I think these will be absolutely fabulous for Christmas dinner. You cannot, in my opinion, have a Christmas dinner without roast parsnips. I will be harvesting them just a couple of days before Christmas Day, even maybe Christmas Eve. I've got a whole bed of parsnips here, which I have again just pulled one up to make sure that they're doing okay. And the ones in that bed are doing really well as well. So parsnips can last in the ground until you actually want to harvest them. They absolutely don't mind frost at all. So I'll be coming up here, like I say, Christmas Eve and harvesting lots of parsnips for my Christmas dinner. Merry Christmas!
In this bucket we have got Lidl's very own, other supermarkets are available, Rote Raisin Christmas carrot. So one of the reasons we have done these in a bucket is because we know we're not going to get great big fat carrots, but the carrots that we do get we should be able to roast, because why on earth wouldn't you roast them, the carrots whole, so we don't want them to be too big. They haven't been thinned, they have just been strewn on top of the bucket. The ones in the middle are a little bit thinner, but that's fine. And there we have them. This year's small but perfectly formed Christmas carrots, ready to adorn that fantastic feast that we'll be enjoying on December the 25th. Thanks, Will.
Hi everyone, and thanks Will for asking me to share my favourite Christmas veg with you, and the one I've opted for is celeriac. So it's a bit of a gnarly old vegetable. My mum says it looks like the oud from Doctor Who. If any of you watch Doctor Who, you know who I'm talking about. And I really like it. It has a celery taste, but it's very versatile. So sometimes I make celeriac remoulade from it. Sometimes I use it in lots of soups and stews, as it gives it that celery flavour. But what I'm going to be doing with it for Christmas is making celeriac dauphinoise from it. And the reason we have that at Christmas is because it's quite fattening. So we only really do it on sort of special occasions like Christmas, Easter, birthdays, etc. So yeah, that's what I'm growing. That's what I'm cooking for our Christmas. Will be celeriac dauphinoise. I'm looking forward to hearing what everyone else will be having with their Christmas dinner.
So Will has invited me along to his channel to share with you all one of my family's favourite Christmas dinner side dishes, made from something that I've grown in my own kitchen garden. So one of our firm favourites is cauliflower cheese. So it's very simple to make. So I'm starting by making a very basic roux sauce by melting my butter and adding plain flour and mustard powder, and slowly adding the milk to make a smooth sauce. I then add my cheese, which once it's melted I can then pour over the cauliflower, which is partially cooked, and then cover it with more cheese. That goes in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown. So thank you for having me, Will. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi Will, thanks for the invite. My Christmas vegetable of choice is broccoli. I bought the one that I'm going to harvest today, which is actually calabrese, from the local garden centre. It looked a bit of a sad thing at the time, but it's just destined to be steamed and put on my plate for Christmas lunch. So let's get that harvested now. It's not the biggest calabrese, but it's certainly going to be tasty enough for me for my Christmas lunch. So I'm going to go ahead and get this harvested. And here she is. Beautiful, small but perfectly formed, unlike me. Anyway, harvest done. I just want to finish by saying Merry Christmas to everybody, especially to you, Will. Thanks again for having me on. Bye.
Hello. Here we are down at the plot, picking our veggies for our new traditional Christmas veg.
I think you'll all be surprised about our choice of vegetable for the Christmas plate. It is the one and only Cavallero Nero. I don't even like kale, but we love Cavallero Nero.
I've only been here since my third Christmas, actually my second year, but third Christmas, and we're just going to start a tradition.
And it's been one of the easiest things we've grown. Literally started it from seed, put it in one of the brassica cages, and it's just flourished. And it's the longest cropping vegetable we've got on the plot. So we will be growing it again and making it, as we said, our traditional Christmas vegetable.
And how are you going to cook it?
We're going to start by parboiling some sprouts, and then we're going to saute with garlic and olive oil the cut in half sprouts with some bacon and shredded Cavallero Nero. I would like to just thank Will as well, just for inviting us on.
Thanks, Will, for having us on to share your Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Take care, everyone. Have a good one.
So thank you to all my YouTube friends for their input on their Christmas veg ideas and their essentials. I've just been harvesting some of my sprouts. I'm going to harvest a few more just before Christmas Day, so they're going to be fresh for the Christmas dinner. But these are going to do me for a nice meal this week. So over to you. What is your essential veg for the Christmas table? What do you grow in your gardens? What do you grow in your allotments? Let me know in the comments below. Well, I'd just like to now wish you all a very Merry Christmas and you have been watching The Flying Gardener this Christmas. Happy New Year.